Good day, everyone. Today I want to talk to you about the principle of focus, because not everything that grabs your attention deserves your energy. Life is too short, and your destiny is too important to be cluttered by distractions. The key to success, peace, and fulfillment lies in mastering the art of focusing only on what truly matters. Now, let's explore how we can sharpen that focus to make our lives more effective. Defining your purpose early is not just a nice idea, it's essential. Purpose gives meaning to everything you do. Without it, life becomes a series of random activities, exhausting you with busyness, but leaving you empty inside. Purpose brings clarity, focus, and direction. It becomes the filter through which every decision is made. When you know your purpose, you stop wandering through life aimlessly and start moving intentionally toward what you were designed to accomplish. Purpose reveals identity. It answers the deepest question, why am I here? When you discover it, you stop comparing yourself to others. You realize you don't have to be everything to everyone, nor follow every trend or opportunity. You find peace because you are in your lane, focused on fulfilling what is uniquely yours to do. Discovering your purpose early shapes the way you manage your time, talents, and resources. It gives you the wisdom to say no to distractions and yes to the right things, even when they require sacrifice. Purpose-driven people understand that not every good thing is the right thing for them. They don't pursue success for its own sake, they pursue meaning. When purpose is clear, fulfillment follows naturally. Your purpose also becomes the foundation of your confidence. It helps you stay grounded when life gets tough. You'll face challenges, but purpose reminds you that setbacks are not the end, they're part of the process. It strengthens your resolve, reminding you that you are here on assignment with something valuable to offer the world. When you define your purpose early, you avoid the regret of wasted time. Many people spend years chasing after things they were never meant to pursue, only to realize later they could have focused on what truly matters. Life is too short to learn by trial and error. The sooner you understand your purpose, the sooner you start building something meaningful that lasts. Purpose gives you permission to be fully yourself. It frees you from the need for applause and approval because you know that you are not running someone else's race. You become comfortable in your own skin, knowing that your life has significance, not because of what you achieve, but because of what you were born to do. Not everything in life adds value, and part of maturity is learning to recognize the difference between what is essential and what is merely attractive. Value is not determined by how loud or urgent something seems, it's measured by how much it contributes to your growth, your relationships, and your mission. Just because something seems good doesn't mean it's right for you. Identifying what adds value requires discernment, clarity, and discipline. Adding value means aligning your activities, commitments, and connections with your purpose. Some things bring short-term pleasure but drain your energy over time. Others may feel demanding at first, but they help you grow into the person you are meant to become. The key is knowing how to spot what feeds your progress instead of what merely keeps you busy. Activity without direction is wasted effort. Many people mistake busyness for productivity, but doing more doesn't mean accomplishing more. Only focused effort leads to meaningful progress. It's also important to evaluate the relationships you nurture. Not every connection adds value. Some people drain your energy, divert your focus, or diminish your growth. The ones who add value to your life challenge you to grow, encourage your purpose, and align with your values. Choose these relationships wisely, because the people you walk with will either push you toward your destiny or pull you away from it. Identifying value also applies to how you spend your time. Time is a non-renewable resource. Once it's spent, you never get it back. Use it on things that align with your goals and bring long-term benefit. There will always be distractions trying to pull you off course, but not every invitation deserves your attention. Value-driven people are intentional with their time because they understand that what they focus on grows. Adding value means making intentional investments, whether in your skills, knowledge, or well-being. The time you spend developing yourself today becomes the strength you need tomorrow. The habits you cultivate, the books you read, the people you learn from, all these things either add to or subtract from your future. If something doesn't improve your life or push you closer to your vision, it's not worth your energy. Ultimately, identifying value is about choosing significance over convenience. It's easy to be swayed by things that feel urgent but don't really matter. The challenge is to prioritize what brings lasting impact, even when it's not easy. Value is about building something meaningful and sustainable, something that contributes to the legacy you leave behind. When you focus on what truly adds value, life becomes less cluttered, more meaningful, and deeply fulfilling. Saying no without guilt is one of the most liberating skills you can develop. It's a recognition that your time, energy, and focus are limited, and not everything or everyone deserves access to them. Many people struggle with saying no because they fear disappointing others, missing opportunities, or being seen as selfish. But saying yes to everything will eventually drain you, leading to frustration and burnout. True freedom comes when you realize that your peace and progress depend on your ability to say no to what doesn't align with your purpose. Saying no is not rejection, it's redirection. It's about understanding that just because something is good doesn't mean it's right for you. When you say no to the wrong things, you create space for the right things to thrive. Opportunities will always come, but not every opportunity aligns with your vision. Learning to say no is a declaration that you value your purpose enough to protect it from unnecessary distractions. Guilt often creeps in because we've been conditioned to believe that saying no means letting others down. But the truth is, you cannot pour from an empty cup. If you keep saying yes when you should say no, you end up depleted, resentful, and ineffective. Saying no when necessary allows you to give your best where it matters most. It ensures that your yes carries weight and significance. Saying no without guilt also requires setting healthy boundaries. Boundaries are not walls to keep people out. They are guidelines that ensure your time and energy are used wisely. People who value you will respect your boundaries. Those who don't may push back, but their discomfort is not your responsibility. Your responsibility is to steward your life well. And that means knowing when to say no, even if it's uncomfortable. There's wisdom in understanding that every yes is a commitment. When you say yes to one thing, you are inevitably saying no to something else. Make sure that your yes is reserved for what aligns with your priorities and contributes to your growth. If you try to please everyone, you'll lose yourself in the process. Purpose-driven people are not afraid to say no because they understand that their time and energy are precious resources meant to be invested wisely. Saying no without guilt is also an act of self-care. It allows you to recharge, refocus, and stay aligned with what matters most. It's not selfish, it's strategic. You cannot give your best to the world if you are constantly overcommitted. By saying no when necessary, you ensure that you have the capacity to serve with excellence where you are truly needed. In the end, learning to say no is about taking control of your life. It's about deciding with intention where your energy belongs. When you say no to the things that distract or drain you, you give yourself permission to thrive. And that is not something to feel guilty about, it's something to celebrate. Time is the most valuable asset you have, and once it's gone, it can never be reclaimed. Guarding your time fiercely means treating it like the treasure it is, not allowing it to be wasted or mismanaged. Every minute you spend on things that don't align with your purpose is a piece of your life that you'll never get back. People who achieve greatness understand that time is the foundation of every meaningful accomplishment. How you manage your time determines the quality of your life, your success, and your legacy. The first step in guarding your time is recognizing that it is limited. Every day comes with 24 hours, no more, no less. The difference between fulfilled people and frustrated ones lies in how they use those hours. Time, like money, must be invested wisely. You need to ask yourself, is this investment of my time moving me closer to my goals? If the answer is no, you must have the courage to walk away. There will always be demands on your time: meetings, social events, obligations, and distractions. If you're not intentional, you will find yourself pulled in 1,000 directions, giving your energy to things that don't matter. Guarding your time means setting clear boundaries, being deliberate about what you commit to, and not feeling obligated to accommodate every request. It means learning to say, I have other priorities without apology. You must also protect your time from the small, seemingly harmless distractions that steal it bit by bit. Scrolling through social media, mindless conversations, or procrastination may seem minor in the moment, but they add up. These distractions rob you of focus and momentum. Guarding your time fiercely means recognizing these time thieves and cutting them off before they derail your progress. The question is not whether you're busy, it's whether you're busy with what matters. Your time must align with your values and goals. Every moment should be spent either growing, building, or resting so you can continue to grow and build. Rest is not a waste of time, it's a strategic part of managing it. Without rest, you burn out. Without intentional use of your time, you miss opportunities. Balance comes when you learn to allocate your time in ways that maintain both your productivity and well-being. It's also crucial to schedule your priorities, not just your obligations. Many people let their calendars be filled by other people's agendas, leaving no space for what's truly important to them. Guarding your time fiercely means that you decide what comes first in your life, not someone else. Your goals, dreams, relationships, and personal growth deserve time on your schedule. If you don't make time for them, no one else will. Time management isn't just about efficiency, it's about purpose. The goal isn't to be busy, but to be effective. Guarding your time fiercely is an act of self-respect. It sends a message to the world that your life has meaning and that you refuse to waste it on things that don't matter. When you protect your time, you protect your destiny. You ensure that every day counts, not because of how much you do, but because of what you choose to do. In the end, guarding your time is about stewardship, managing well the one resource that governs everything else. Treat your time as sacred. Use it wisely. And remember, those who control their time control their lives. Not all relationships carry the same weight. And one of the most important decisions you'll make in life is choosing which ones deserve priority. Relationships shape who you become, how far you go, and the legacy you leave. The people you surround yourself with either push you forward, hold you back, or lead you astray. Prioritizing relationships that matter is not just about affection or convenience, it's about aligning yourself with those who support your purpose, challenge your growth, and walk with you through life's seasons. Some relationships come into your life for a moment, others for a season, and a few for a lifetime. Wisdom is knowing which is which. Trying to keep every connection alive will drain your energy and leave you stretched too thin to cultivate the ones that truly matter. When you focus on relationships that align with your purpose and values, you create an environment where mutual growth can happen. Life was never meant to be lived alone, but it was also not meant to be shared with everyone. The relationships that matter most are those that add value to your life. These are the people who see your potential even when you don't, who speak truth when it's uncomfortable, and who encourage you to stay the course when you feel like giving up. They challenge you not to settle, calling out the greatness within you. These relationships are not always easy, but they are necessary for your growth. They push you to become the best version of yourself. Prioritizing the right relationships requires discernment. Some people want access to your time, energy, and resources without adding anything meaningful in return. Others are with you only as long as they benefit from the relationship. Then there are those who stick with you even when life gets hard, who care about your well-being, not just your success. These are the people you need to hold close, for they are rare. At the same time, prioritizing meaningful relationships means recognizing when to let go of toxic connections. You cannot move forward while tied to people who constantly drain you, discourage your dreams, or undermine your progress. Letting go doesn't mean you don't care. It means you care enough about your future to remove the weight that holds you back. Sometimes love requires distance. Investing in relationships that matter also means being intentional about how you spend time with the people you value. Deep, meaningful relationships don't grow by accident. They require time, attention, and effort. Make time for those who matter even when life gets busy. Show up when it counts, and be present in the moments that matter. Prioritizing relationships is not just about what you receive, but also about what you give. Love, trust, and support are built through consistent, intentional actions. Relationships that matter are those where trust and mutual respect flourish. These connections provide a safe space to be vulnerable, where you can share your struggles without fear of judgment. They remind you that you are not alone, that someone is walking with you through life's challenges and triumphs. These relationships are life-giving. They fuel your spirit and give you the strength to face whatever comes your way. Ultimately, prioritizing relationships that matter is about building a meaningful legacy. When everything else fades, success, possessions, and status, the relationships you nurture will be what remains. The people you invest in will carry your impact forward, just as you carry the influence of those who invested in you. These relationships become the foundation of a life well lived. Staying rooted in your vision is essential, because life will always try to pull you off course. Distractions, challenges, setbacks, and even success can tempt you to stray from what you were meant to accomplish. Vision is not just a dream or idea, it's the guiding force that gives your life direction and meaning. It's the picture of what could be, anchored in a deep conviction of what must be. When you have a clear vision, it becomes the internal compass that keeps you focused, even when the journey gets tough. But But having a vision is not enough. You must stay rooted in it if you want to see it come to pass. Staying rooted in your vision requires unwavering focus. You cannot afford to let every opportunity or obstacle redefine your purpose. Many people get sidetracked by things that seem urgent but have nothing to do with their ultimate goal. Success often comes to those who master the art of saying no to what doesn't align with their vision, even if it looks promising. It's easy to drift when you lose sight of the bigger picture, but those who achieve greatness are the ones who refuse to be moved by distractions. Vision anchors you in difficult times. There will be seasons when progress seems slow and circumstances make it tempting to give up. In those moments, staying rooted in your vision reminds you of why you started and where you're going. Challenges are part of the process, but they don't define the outcome. Your ability to stay committed does. A deep, compelling vision fuels resilience, giving you the strength to endure setbacks and keep moving forward. Staying rooted in your vision also means being intentional with your thoughts and actions. You must continually remind yourself of what you're building and why it matters. Write it down, revisit it, and speak it out loud. What you focus on grows and what you neglect fades. Your vision will only come to life if you feed it with daily actions and decisions that move you closer to it. Even small steps taken consistently will bring your vision into reality over time. Another key to staying rooted is surrounding yourself with people who support and believe in your vision. Not everyone will understand or agree with what you're trying to accomplish, and that's okay. But if you allow negative voices to influence you, they can weaken your resolve. Choose your inner circle, carefully walk with those who see your potential, speak life into your dreams, and hold you accountable when you feel like giving up. You must also guard your vision from doubt and fear. Fear will try to convince you that your vision is too big, too risky, or too far out of reach, but every great achievement starts with someone who was bold enough to believe. Staying rooted in your vision means trusting the process even when the outcome isn't immediately visible. It requires faith to keep moving when others can't see what you see. It's important to remember that vision is not static, it evolves as you grow. Staying rooted in your vision doesn't mean clinging to a rigid plan, but remaining faithful to the core purpose driving it. There will be moments when you need to adjust your strategies, but the heart of your vision must remain intact. Be flexible with the how, but unshakable with the why. Ultimately, staying rooted in your vision is about finishing well. A compelling vision gives your life a sense of meaning and direction, but it also demands commitment. There will be times when the road is long and lonely, but those who stay rooted see the fruit of their labor. Your vision is the seed, and your persistence is the water. Stay rooted, and in due time, the harvest will come. Evaluating regularly is essential because progress without reflection leads to stagnation. Life moves quickly, and if you aren't intentional about pausing to evaluate, you risk drifting off course without realizing it. Evaluation helps you measure where you are in relation to where you want to be. It gives you clarity, reveals blind spots, and ensures that you are still aligned with your purpose. Progress isn't just about movement, it's about moving in the right direction. Regular evaluation keeps you on track and allows you to make adjustments before small missteps become major detours. Evaluation begins with honesty. It requires you to take a step back and assess your actions, priorities, and results without excuses or denial. This can be uncomfortable, but growth always starts with truth. If something isn't working, pretending it is will only waste more time. When you evaluate regularly, you give yourself the opportunity to learn from mistakes, refine your strategies, and do better going forward. There's no shame in adjusting your course. The real failure is in continuing down the wrong path because you didn't stop to reflect. Evaluation is also about measuring your use of time and energy. Are you focusing on what truly matters, or are distractions creeping in? Even good things can become obstacles if they don't align with your purpose in the current season. Regular reflection helps you identify where your time is being spent and whether those activities are producing the results you need. If something no longer serves your vision or personal growth, it may be time to let it go. Relationships need to be part of your evaluation too. Are the people you surrounded yourself with helping you grow, or are they holding you back? Some connections that were beneficial in the past may no longer align with where you're going. Regularly evaluating your relationships ensures that you are investing in the ones that bring value and purpose to your life. This doesn't mean cutting people off carelessly, but recognizing when certain dynamics need to shift for the sake of your growth and peace. Your goals also require constant evaluation. Life is not static and circumstances change, so should your strategies. Evaluate whether your goals still reflect your vision or whether they need to be refined. Sometimes what seemed urgent when you first set out may no longer be relevant. Regular evaluation ensures that your efforts remain aligned with what truly matters, preventing you from wasting time on things that no longer fit the season you're in. Evaluation isn't just about looking at what didn't work, it's also about celebrating what did. Progress can be subtle, and if you don't stop to reflect, you might miss the victories along the way. Acknowledging how far you've come builds confidence and motivates you to keep going. It reminds you that even small steps taken consistently are bringing you closer to your vision. Regular evaluation also protects you from complacency. It's easy to fall into a comfort zone once you achieve a certain level of success. But the purpose of reflection is not only to assess where you are, but to ask yourself what's next. Growth is continuous, and there is always room to improve, refine, and expand. Staying stagnant is dangerous because it gives the illusion of progress while life moves forward without you. Ultimately, evaluation is about staying intentional. It allows you to course correct before you drift too far, ensuring that your daily actions are always connected to your larger purpose. Regular reflection fosters wisdom, humility, and discipline, qualities that keep you grounded and effective. When you make evaluation a habit, you ensure that each season of your life builds upon the last, leading you toward a future that reflects the vision you set out to achieve. In closing, life rewards focus. The things that matter, your calling, your health, your family, your growth, deserve your full attention. When you focus only on what truly matters, you eliminate the unnecessary and step into the fullness of your potential. The journey becomes clearer, lighter, and more meaningful.